Hello everybody, welcome back. Hi, Blade Vap, Delta, Ratlord Stumbles, Bootsakoi, Kiwi, Shamu, Shay, thanks for 31 months of subscription. If my voice sounds a little funny, it's because I'm eating a very cold smoothie and it's making it hard to talk. Do you ever get that where your tongue gets so cold that you're like struggling to speak? Clay has gotten really good at these like two-layered smoothies. I don't know how he does it. I straight up don't know what's in them. I don't even watch the process. I just wait until it shows up on my desk. Hello, Alberta Darrow. How are you? But yeah, they have like two different layers of flavor that like blend beautifully. It's just incredible. Ah, I love them so much. Oh hey, and we are 83% of the way to that sub goal. We are even closer. We have 8 more days. We're almost there. 17 more subs. Layers of flavor. Flavors of layer. Meowdy meowdy. I saw Coyote versus Acme is coming out. How are you, Echo? Gotta know what the layers are, says Sylveon. One was sort of pink, and one was sort of purple? I don't know. They tasted different. Smoothie used freeze dry. What did I miss? Literally nothing has happened yet. You're saying you might be putting comics in them as revenge for making him drink your comics? What flavors is Bootsakoi? I really don't know. I think there's blueberries in here. Because it's got like chunks of blue. It tastes like pink and purple, that's right. Congrats to Coyote versus Acme for coming out. That's so brave. Recovering from bad weather. Oh, what kind of weather did you get, Ika? I don't know, Coyote versus Acme was in the closet. Speaking of which, I have a thing I sent you on Discord. Wasn't sure if you saw it. I have not been very online the last couple days. I will have to catch up this evening. It's been a sort of a frantic start to the work week. We had chaos in the house on Monday. Truly just chaos. Yeah. the cats got fleas really badly. So we treated them, but the treatment made the cats feel sick. So the cats were sick. And then Clay, poor Clay, got like turbo food poisoning. He was so ill. I'll spare you the details, but he was very, very sick and just miserable. So the cats were sick, Clay was sick, I was feeling fine, but I was trying to take care of everybody. And the cats had fleas, and then the medicine made the fleas jump ship. So then we just had fleas like all over the house. And then all the fleas started dying because they had eaten the flea medicine. So I was like vacuuming and doing laundry and trying to take care of poor Clay. It was a mess. It was not good. Oh, who's the second guest of honor for a woo? Truly just chaos. Tokyozilla. Oh, yeah, I know that person. Sunny, sometimes scorching hot in the morning until noon, and then sudden raining at afternoon. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Did Vap get fired from Burger King after the incident? Yeah, I mean, the building got burned down, so I don't think anyone was working there. The worst, oh god. Sounds wretched. That's some Little House on the Prairie shit. That's what it felt like. It was so bad, y'all. Okay. Charizard. I am like in between commissions right now. I'm getting through my queue right on schedule, but I finished one and have not yet started the next one, so I did not have a commission to work on tonight. And I just finished a Rainsporest piece, and I'm not ready to do the next one. And I didn't have any VAP comics, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look at my list of concepts that I wanted to make for convention merch, and I've had shiny Charizard on my to-do list for a very long time. Obviously a super, super popular pick. People always love getting Charizard stuff at conventions. He truly, he's popular for a reason. People love this dude, and I love shiny Charizard, I really do. Especially the older one where he's kind of like a blackish purple color with the red wings. It's very swag and YOLO, I agree. My HP stat coming in clutch to keep you safe from flu and food poisoning. My HP stat. That's really funny. That is what it felt like. I was like scared. As soon as Clay started getting sick, I was like, oh god, did I eat the same things? But he got takeout from a different place that I didn't. I had like the tiniest bite of it, so I think it was probably the takeout, because that was the only thing that we ate different from one another. So I think that's gotta be it. What does acme mean? I don't actually know where the word or phrase Acme comes from. Does anyone know the origin of that in English? That's a great question. I have no idea. Okay, so this fella is going to be using, what else? It's gotta be flamethrower. And I'm gonna do a little bit of the older style of flamethrower that they sometimes would do in the anime, and especially in the movies they would sometimes do this version of flamethrower if they had the budget. Like in the Entei movie they would do it, where it has like these bands of yellow flame like rippling around it. I just always thought that looked really cool. So it'll be more red in the middle and more yellow on the body of the flames. And we are listening to a like hype Pokemon battle theme playlist to get us in the Charizard mindset. Oh, the other reason that I felt compelled to draw Charizard is that I finally picked up Pokemon Champions, and because I have very close to a full living dex, it was not hard to put together a competitively viable team. And the Weather Wars are back on in a major way. Weather is the thing in Pokemon Champions right now, and Sun seems to be the dominant, if not one of the most dominant weathers at the moment. So I'm running a Sun team with Mega Charizard. Why? Because I have to. Honestly, the whole thing is just because I wanted to run Sneasler, and so I'll do whatever I can so that I can run my Sneasler. I have a shiny Sneasler from Legends Arceus that I spent a long time catching, and I'm thrilled that Sneasler is not only competitively viable, but actually a menace that everyone is extremely sick of. So that's the best. They're gonna nerf her, it's gonna happen, but for the time being, I am in the Sneasler mines having the time of my life. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. I'm so far behind. I can send you a link to the Discord post, but Vomit Vap is famous now on my Tomodachi Island. Oh my god, what did you do, Blade? The sketch is looking sick, by the way. Thank you. Hi, Ren. How are you? Shiny Charizard. Truly a Charizard. Hi, Lokno. Good to see you. Stumble says I had to deal with a flea infestation once. I put salt on the floor and little oases of soapy water. Oh, interesting. So they jumped out of the salt and into the water? Oh, dunk for real? Noting that down. Stumbles. Peak. It means a peak. I do crosswords. It's a very common word on those. Oh, interesting. My old roommate's cat, a boy Emperor Aurelian, got fleas as a kid, and then we had to spray the rooms of the apartment because the apartment had carpet. Oh, what a nightmare. 40 consecutive streams in the dungeon. Thank you, Mecha, for 40 stream streak. That's crazy. Acme is an acronym. Confirming it delta means the apex or pinnacle. Acme is the peak of something. Some companies named themselves Acme so they'd be first in the phone book. I heard it once from my dad. That's funny. What a peak company. It comes from Greek according to dictionary websites. Echo is on a 5-stream streak. Thank you, Echo. Have you checked your redeems? Kiwi. Enjoy your breakfast, Echo. You have 2 clients that work with Acme in the company names, and it gets mondo confusing. The Acme of confusingness, if you will. I have to do that, says Kiwi. Fire Lizard is barfing macaroni! That's what poor Clay was doing on Monday morning, let me tell you. I think we were getting ahead of the flea situation. I washed everything in the house. It was like all the blankets, everything. All the towels, I super vacuumed everything. I've been running the Roomba all the time. I think we're gonna beat him. I am itchy though. Have to check your Discord DMs when you have a moment. I will after the stream. You guys want to kill a bird? You know where I can buy things to kill it? At the Stone Store. It's a joke and it stands for a company that makes everything. Does it really? Toby, thank you for redeeming edit stream title. Watercolors. I'm in the shiny Charizard mines having the time of my life. That's really good. I'm in the shiny Charizard mines having the time of my life. Also, Toby, once again, huge congratulations on home ownership. If anyone didn't hear, Toby has a house now. I'm so proud of him. He has done it. Switched out the poke so it wouldn't be mega confusing. This just in, Katie is awful at making macaroni. Question. Why did you soup some things and vacuum others? You said you soup or vacuumed. Oh, it's because fleas don't like soup, so if you put it on the floor, they'll leave. Acme, a company makes everything at the very least. That's a joke of it in Looney Tunes. Wow, I'm a home meowner, Toby, now. Really looking forward to this Sunday. What's happening this Sunday? Oh man, has anyone else been playing Champions? I just want to talk more about it, but if literally no one's been playing it, then it's probably not a very good conversational topic. Okay, I'll tell you what my team is right now. I of course have my shiny Sneasler. Her name is Lemon Curd. She is a completely ordinary competitive Sneasler. She's running Unburden with the white herb so that she comes out, and if she uses close combat, the white herb resets her stats, or if she gets intimidated, the white herb resets her stats, and then she immediately gets a speed boost from Unburden. She is basically just there to click Dire Claw and fake out like every other Sneasler in the world, but she's my Sneasler, so that makes her special. Then I have a Sylveon named Cheddar. This is a shiny Sylveon from a long time ago. My ex actually bred it for me, Masuda method, from an egg back in X and Y, and I named it Cheddar after Vap from Vap Comics. That's her true Christian name, Cheddar. I don't think that's really canon anymore. Cheddar's job is to really annoy the opponent. She hits Protect, and then she uses a Pixelate Hyper Voice to hit both of the opponents. She has Helping Hand to buff my Sneasler, because I think it's really funny to use Helping Hand on like Fake Out and stuff like that. She's also there to kill dragons, of course. Love her. Then I have, oh gosh, what did I name my Charizard? I think its name is Brule. I have Brule, the Mega Charizard Y, who comes out and sets up Drought, and then I have a Hisuian Typhlosion to go with it, named Creme, so it's Creme and Brule together. And they basically come out, turn on the sun, and then click Eruption, Overheat, and Heat Wave until everything is dead and gone. And if the opponent has a counter to that, I just die. That's the kind of player that I am. I did have some other nonsense going on, but it wasn't working at all. So I got a Basculegion to use Last Respects and Wave Crash, and then I have a Garchomp too, because everyone is running Garchomp right now, and I felt left out. So that's my champions team. If you see me on the ladder, I'm Vap the Bird Keeper, and all those nicknames will let you know that it's me. If my Pokemon don't have those nicknames, that's not me, that's a faker. But yeah, I've been playing in the evening sometimes. I've only lost once so far, out of I think 11 matches, so I'm doing pretty good. The loss was embarrassing too. It was still like a really weird, busted team that I just like couldn't figure out what they were doing, and by the time I figured out what they were doing, I died. Okay, I'm gonna catch up. Big House Toblerone. The fleas eat the salt, they get super dehydrated, and they go to sip the soapy water, they slip and fall in. This is an elaborate trap. Congrats, Toby. I played a bit of it yesterday. It's your 23rd birthday on Sunday. Happy early birthday, Game Pro. That's wonderful. Big congrats to Toby at living in the vacant spaces of my vacation air vents. The world home meowner really does contain meow, doesn't it? Yes. They're Acme supermarkets. Acme hospitals. Trying to send that message earlier, but Twitch hates me. Very stoked for many reasons, but especially because during the house buying process I've been living with my folks, and while I love them dearly, I'm very used to having my own space. Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. A Sylveon named Cheddar, blue Cheddar! Yeah, Cheddar comes out, and then I think my Garchomp's name is the Big Cheese. So the two of them come out together, Cheddar and the Big Cheese. The Sylveon is a Fey mold anymore. That's my Sylveon. What do you mean it's not canon anymore? You determined the canon. Vap's name truly is a Chedorion. I'll fight you in Champions, Vap. I just told my whole team I shouldn't have done that. Now you know what to expect. Chedorion. I should make a trainer named Pav the Turd Keeper to make it an anti-Vap team. I always think Acme is IA. You can have now everything you want, but it will have some flaws. Yeah, Vap the Bird Keeper with no bird, unless Charizard counts. I know, isn't that sad? All I heard was Garchomp and Sylveon. Juggling Miss Daisy and Buckaroo has been a lot on account of Miss Daly's prime directive to destroy other cats. I forgot that she was an unrepentant hater. That's so funny. Okay, let's start working on Charizard. What was I gonna say? I had a point. What was it? All I heard was Garchomp and Sylveon. Oh yeah, I think I might actually not be Vap the Bird Keeper anymore. I think I may have switched it to Vap the like Sneasler Admirer or something like that. Once you win a certain number of battles with certain Pokemon, you can like unlock titles, and I think I may have switched it to Sneasler Admirer. So it's really fun too. If you bring in any Pokemon like from your other games and they have any titles or marks or like ribbons, the game will often let you choose which of them that you want it to say when you toss them out into battle. So, like my Basculegion is like the former Alpha, I think is what it's called. And then if your Pokemon has the footprint ribbon, I don't know if you guys will remember that from older gens, but you used to be able to get a footprint ribbon if your Pokemon liked you, and you brought it to a certain NPC, and that gives them the title the Strutter. So I can say, go, Big Cheese the Strutter, which is just really incoherent in a way that I can get behind. Okay, I'm gonna start actually with the outside of his wings. And then if you bring in any Pokemon that have like been on teams that you've beat the game with, I think they get like the, what is it? They get some, I think it's like they get the title like former champion. And if you've specifically beat Red in like Heart Gold and Soul Silver with that Pokemon, it gets the title the Living Legend, which is extremely sick in my opinion. It's very fun. Living Legend is a great title. I went to a housewarming party this last weekend for my friends who just got a new place. And they had Mario Kart set up on the TV, which I haven't played in a while, but I was like, you know what, I think I'm decent at Mario Kart, I'll go ahead and play this. Played several rounds and was like, damn, I'm pretty good at this actually. I was getting like second like every match. And then we realized, it was second behind Clay, who was getting first. And then we realized, the four of us who were playing, that three of us had the auto steer turned on, and it was everyone except for Clay. So we all turned off auto steer, and then just immediately got way, way worse. So embarrassing. I was so proud of myself initially, too. I was like, damn, I'm remembering this pretty well. It's all coming back to me. No, it's not. Alright, there we are. Alright, sick. I catch up on the chat now. It's so funny when I'm not dealing with it in the moment. I do admire Daisy's, her bloodlust, you know? She's such a cute, chubby little cow, but she's so full of hate. I say cow because of her patterns. I'm not being uniquely misogynistic towards Daisy, by the way. Fap the Sneasler admirer, I hardly know her. She's the Strutter, I hardly know her. I gave you two back-to-back, Delta. If your Pokemon has a footprint ribbon, you will send your Pokemon out and announce their wiki feed score. This is your fault, Vap, for giving me two good ones like that back-to-back. I do not stall, I do not hazard, I do not balance, I explode, and if I don't take KOs, then I do not win. Mega clearly, maybe. It's true, it doesn't win. So satisfying to see the big area of dark blue go down, right? I love doing those big strong patches of color. It feels so satisfying. Don't hate me because your wiki feet score stinks till time. Wouldn't it be good if it stank though? New house for April for everyone, it sounds. Always the Mario Kart bridesmaid, never the Mario Kart bride. Oh no, I realized you probably should update the credits section under your stream for the animations that aren't by Mecha. Oh yeah, I do need to do that. Don't worry, I call her my little Mew cow all the time. I did not assume you were being rude. I would never intentionally be rude to Daisy. I love her so much. She's everything to me. If you hear the neighbor's kid screaming horribly, it's just because they like to do that. Don't worry about it. I don't know which neighbor it is, or I'd go talk to them, but man, that kid thinks that playing just means going outside and screaming at the top of your lungs the whole day. And it probably is pretty awesome for her, but I don't love it. There are things I've loved more. Alright, let's work on his big, meaty thighs. The thing that is very important about drawing Charizard is that you have to account for the fact that Charizard is fat. You have to draw him fat. The skinnier you draw him, the less Charizard he looks. So you just have to make him fat and like... what's the word? You ever seen like a big fat guy ice skate very elegantly? That's what Charizard is like. Charizard is like really light on his feet, but you have to give him the Charizard tummy or else he just doesn't look correct. In all my preparation for working on this, I looked at a lot of official art of Charizard, and people really like to make him skinny. They like to give him the Pikachu treatment of like, yeah, let's give Charizard a tiny little waist. It's wrong! It's wrong! He's a big boy. Alright, there's his leg. That's the end of my rant, by the way. Thank you for coming to my Charizard needs to be fat TED Talk. Okay, one, and then it attaches to the body right here. I need to leave room for the white circle on the stomach. He's got a big claw coming up like this. And then his arm right there. Okay, there's the shoulder. I'm gonna leave a little bit of white around it just so I remember exactly where it is. Actually, I need to get a little bit more black on my canvas here. I think this is like the Versus Giratina music. It's super sick. It's got like parts that go in reverse and stuff. It's just very cool. Big fan. How's the volume for everyone? I've got it a little bit quiet on my end, just so I can like really focus in here. Okay, so the arm goes like that, right up against the fire. And then his thigh should be catching a lot of light from the flame, so I'm going to use a paper towel here. Perfectly acceptable on my end. Okay, sounds good. And now we are going to work on his neck, going up like so. And his underbelly color does not attach to the neck, it's just a round stomach shape. I often forget that when I'm just doodling him in like pencil. And then last but not least, his face. It's a very defined jaw. And his mouth is wide open to spit fire. And then his neck comes up and over and like attaches fully to the back of his head here. It's part of what gives him such a draconic appearance. The neck like attaches to the back of the head rather than like below the jaw for the most part. Most of you will probably know this, but did you know that in Charizard's earliest designs, it actually just had one horn? You can actually see it in a lot of the early Sugimori art. It's just difficult to notice because most views of it only show one of its horns at a time, so you just assume the other one is there. But no, he used to just have one. Just one dorky horn. And eventually they were like, huh, maybe that's not that cool. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. She's everything to me also. I made Katie make a feet joke just as intended. Hell yes. What do you think of Charizard? Just made them look like a plucked chicken. Charizard is also very short. True. Behold, a man holds up a plucked Charizard. Stop giving him a snatched waist. He needs muscle. The neighborhood Jigglypuff are spamming hyper voice. I don't know what makes them happy. I wish they didn't do it. True. It's like what they put actors through to give them abs. Everyone knows Charizard has the hourglass figure. Corset Zard. Perfectly acceptable on my end. I can't even hear the music, says GamePro. Interesting. Common historical misconception. Tight lacing wasn't as common among Victorian Charizards as you might think. Usually Charizards achieve the hourglass shape through adding extra bulk at the shoulders and hips, not cinching the waist in super tight. You win this one, Toby. Displayed. Follow my Charizard fashion history YouTube for more. I'm just living in this absurdist little AU I've created. Unicornizard. You really gotta love Katie's stream. It kind of dawned on me. She doesn't body shame Charizard for being a chonker. He's a beautiful and strong chonk. Oh, that's what makes him work. He's so cool. I love like in the old sprites when he's posing all like dynamically, you know, but he's got like the stomach. I think especially for like fire breathing type characters, they kind of have to have the stomach because it makes it look like they're full of like fire or whatever, I don't know, whatever chemicals they use to create fire. It makes it like more believable that they could spit flame, you know? I would never body shame Charizard. He looks awesome. Alright, the flame comes up and around like this. There's this foot, and then his underbelly markings do extend onto the tail. They actually go all the way to the tail tip. They're very pronounced. I'm basically treating this like a speed paint, by the way. You may notice that I'm being a little bit more loose and sloppy with this than I usually am. It's because I'd really like to get it done in 1 or 2 sittings so I can move on to the next thing. Kind of like that Latios painting I did, where I just kind of sat down and just knocked it out. That's my goal here. I don't want to get too fushy with this, because it's just kind of a for fungy painting, so... Alright, there we go. And then tail tip goes all the way onto this side. Almost touches the edge of the canvas, but doesn't quite. Nice. Looking good. Very cool. Wow, Nightbot, thanks for sending all of the reminder messages at once for some reason. Those are supposed to be staggered. You may not like it, but this is what peak Charizard performance looks like. Comic Vap would probably body shame Flareon. Holding up a chubby little Charizard that looks like a sad kitten with an arrow pointing to the belly that says full of fire soup. Aww. That's adorable. Alright, and then his hand over here is supposed to be foreshortened and closer to the camera. So I'm gonna do it in a more saturated color. There we go, looking good. Did I tell y'all about my cookie technique realization that I had? Actually, I couldn't have, I don't think, because I realized it on Saturday morning, so that was after I streamed last week. So, okay, as you guys probably know, I'm super into baking and cookies in general. And I've made a chocolate chip cookie recipe that I think is like the perfected one. It's like all exactly to my tastes to make the perfect cookie. However, I've had a little bit of inconsistency with it that has been annoying me, where sometimes the cookies are just kind of like puffy. And what I like is a cookie that is crispy around the edges but chewy in the middle. Sorry, this song is just awesome. It distracted me. But sometimes my cookies have come out of the oven kind of puffy and cakey, and they just don't ever like settle down into those like chewy kind of like wrinkles or ripples. You know what I'm talking about? When you make a really good cookie and it kind of like gets those like dense caramelly like ripples. It's the best. It's the best. And I recently learned that if you want that to happen, when you take your cookies out of the oven, you just bang the pan on the counter really hard. You only have to do it like once or twice. It's when the cookies are still like super hot and like malleable. You just whack that pan on the counter and they immediately flatten out. It just like knocks the air out of them. So if they are puffy, they immediately settle down into like super ripply, chewy cookies. It's perfect. And it just feels really good to slam that pan on the counter. Teach those cookies who's boss. Because it's certainly not them. I recommend it. Something I hope to get for my birthday is the Lego Eevee. Oh, I hope you get it, Game Pro. Finally, I got random enemies to spawn on my final game dev project. Hey, nice! It's also wild to see the difference between wet paint and dry with really dark colors. Oh yeah, this paint always layers on really dark and then it gets light. That's why I have to do a lot of layers. I realize I'm literally talking about enjoying watching paint dry. Well, that's this whole stream, isn't it? Heck yeah, Blade, that's so sweet. Just found a cover of Time magazine dedicated to Pokemon with the subtitle of 30 Years of Pikachu. It is a Charizard on the cover! Aw, sweet. Aw, sweet blood. Oh, this song is so good. Woo! Was I blocked by the one dev of Blue Sky? I have no idea what you're talking about, I'm sorry. I do not know who I'm blocked by, broadly speaking. Looking at early Charizard artwork, does it look like it could be one horn or perspective? I can show you the one horn version. There are versions of it where you can straight up, like, tell that it's just one horn. Okay, let's see. Did find the first gen sprites and all of them have two horns. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they did that right. The guy vibe coded the website, the one Boulder mentioned, cooled his phone in a pool and wondered why it stopped working. Got to him first. The tune of a whole new world. I can show you one horn. I'm sorry, I'm just grabbing the Charizard one horn art right now. Because Boulder doesn't trust me or love me. I'm all alone on this bitch of an earth. Okay, I'm closing this. Upload one horn Charizard, and then I need to focus. Add source. Where did that work? There it is. Here's one. Meow, 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 meow. Now where's the other one? I have so many pictures of Charizard saved on my desktop right now that it's hard to find the one I want. There it is! Good old one horn buddy. So elegant. Let's see, he blocked 300,000 people in one go. That's crazy. I said blocked, I want to clarify, I don't mean banned. He doesn't have the ability to interact with those people. I'm not blocked by him yet. He made a post yesterday, now he uses AI to filter his mentions. Oh my god, what a mess. The Superior Deoxys song, you have to code first before you can suck it. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I'm gonna have some of my smoothie instead, actually. Did you quote the Luigi bitch of an earth meme? Of course! Good. Rhetorical question. Thank you, Derek. I'll have some water too, actually. Anyways, we don't need to keep one horn Charizard up here. Goodbye. If you had to be undead for a year, what would you be? Out of a skeleton, a zombie, a ghost, or a phantom? Basically a poltergeist. Ooh. A poltergeist, I think. A phantom. Yeah, that's my choice. Bitch of an Earth is from Waiting for Godot. Really? How strange. Okay. Back to the grind. Need some more purple for sure. Oh yeah, sorry, that meme is not safe for work. Do I get to be alive afterwards? That, you know what? Important clarifying question. If I get to be alive afterwards, it would be pretty fun to, like, pop out of poltergeist form and be like, it was me shaking around your Funko Pops for a year. I think that would be good. I think this is versus Professor Sada Arturo from Area Zero. This is another banger. The minor key version of the main theme, so good. I feel like this is one of the ones Toby Fox was credited on. Has a lot of his style in it. Especially this bit. Sounds straight out of Deltarune to me. Hi Flair, thank you for 69 months of subscription. Just incredible. You worked all these years just for that one moment, and it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. I've decided for you that it was worth it. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're getting closer and closer to our big sub goal. Doing a little bit of shading on his face here. Yeah, he's looking good. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. Skeleton, I want to do the ribcage xylophone. Should have mentioned the side effects. You should, that might change my answer. If I were a poltergeist, I'd destroy so many data centers. If I was a skeleton, I'd pop out so many closets. The skeleton form is always pissed at something. The zombie emits poison gas every now and then. The phantom is new to your body, can only inhabit objects to possess them. The ghost can't speak in human language and has to communicate another way. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with poltergeist for sure. Hi Flair, what undead are you? Always got a little well of crankiness in me deep down. Yes, funny number! Flair got the funny number! The nunny phumber. Fun thing about reviewing this chud's activity, he thinks of users or AI haters to be ignored. He'll say, yeah, users are dumb, unrelated substream to the fall of Tumblr. When you reach the big sub goal, are you gonna order a big sub sandwich? Oh, maybe I should. Sylvian says I have my answer. I'd be a horse rider with a pumpkin head. I'm not sure which one that counts as. Maybe poltergeist? I don't think that's any of them. Hey there, Vap. Relaxing right now. Get some work done. Hi, Riley. How are you? A phantom inhabiting the pumpkin. I wish I was a phantom inhabiting a pumpkin. That sounds awesome. Okay, let's work on the tail flame. I just realized that I want to do the tail flame similar to the fire that he is spitting. So I'm going to do the center very gold yellow color. A few more days in Japan. Dang. Have you had a good trip? It sounds like you've been having the time of your life. Okay, there's that. Pretty soon, once this is dried a little more, I can do the red of his wings and the cream color of the stomach, which is like a very pale, kind of heathery color. Where's my pen tool? Yeah, that's fine. I think I can do it. No, it's not. It needs more yellow. Actually, I think I just need to clean a little space on my palette for this. I'm having trouble mixing a clean color. There we go. That should be easier. Let's try this. Yeah, that's more accurate. Needs a little more yellow to it, but I think I've just about got it. Yeah, it's like a more subdued color than normal Charizard's stomach. It contrasts really well with the purplish black body, and super well with like the royal kingly red of the wings. The red wings are really what sells this design for me. By the way, I did not get into Denver. I found out literally after the stream where I announced that I had applied, so I will be trying again next year to get in. We shall see. It's so funny. I finished the stream, I went to chill, and then I think it was that night I got the email, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe this. The timing. Yeah, it's personal Boulder. I actually emailed the people at the event, and I was like, actually, undo my application as revenge against Boulder. Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. Choices are from RuneScape. I was wondering why they were so specific. Stumble said that I'd be a ghost. I'd fly around and watch people. It was everything I hoped for and more, says Riley. Good, 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 good. For myself, I'd be a phantom. I can inhabit a suit of armor and still live a somewhat normal life. That's the spirit. I wish I was a mouse living in an adorable little pumpkin house. Pretend I shared a link to a lovely painting from my Isopod fan account where it's a lovely mouse family living in a pumpkin. Oh, Toby. Hi, back. Funny number. Earlier I was pacing around the house fantasizing how I could decorate new house with items that make it look like a mouse's house from a cartoon made out of human objects. I bet you could do that. Could I be Mothman undead? I don't know how much of that I'll do, but it's fun to think about. A hot werewolf vampire mummy. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Bob. Thanks for reminding me of how much you hate me, Katie. Blankets and pillows look like sandwich topping. Bed sheets that make a mattress look like a slice of bread. Can you imagine? Oh, okay, that sucks. That's why I hate you and I don't believe your one-horn Charizard propaganda. Next time. They actually denied you due to the increased air vent cleaning fees they have to pay. That's true. He's sort of a liability, isn't he? First edition Charizard Vapor. Spirit! I get it. My Japan trip gave me so much inspiration when it comes to PMD setting. The Glorian States will be looking a lot more Japanese inspired now. I'm so glad you had a good time. It's a wonderful place to visit. Alright, let's do his other leg here. Looking good. I finally got an actual binder, like not good. I got a normal TCG binder for my Pokemon cards. I've been keeping them in like a 3-ring school binder for way too long. They had a sale on Amazon for TCG binders, which like zip shut and they're like side loading and just in general way safer for your cards. I'm super relieved about that. I haven't moved them all over yet, but because pretty much every time I've shown a like TCG person how I store my cards, they're like, "Oh, this is incorrect. You shouldn't do this." Wow, just skimming the chat here. There are too many different topics. What are you guys talking about? All of your names are exactly the same color, and you're talking about like 5 different things, even though there's, what, 1, 2, there's 3 of you. I don't know what's happening. One of you needs to change your name color. Oh my god, I just like skimmed the chat like, huh, let's see what everyone's talking about. I have no idea. I somehow feel like I've learned less. Okay, at least Toby's name is purple. There's some distinction there. Other kind of binder. Binder for trading cards. But I guess they both involve keeping things flat? They have a spiritual connection, surely, on some level. Okay, so there's most of the purple. Okay, so Riley finished the first chapter. Hey, congratulations. That's great. Boulder loves cleaning air vents. Renaming Boulder to Baron of Beef Dip. Binder, but I hardly know her. All Swampford's heads are basically hamburgers. Everyone should change the name to Blue. No! It makes the Green Bay Packers a very funny team name. I'm sure you can get Pokemon versions of both. If only the team themselves weren't so awful. I'm a Bears fan, therefore I have no choice but to hate the Packers with every fiber of my being. There's gonna be someone with an Etsy store out there for custom binder fabrics. Thank you. Anywho, I shared the painting I mentioned earlier in the Vapchat Discord because it truly is worth looking at. Hey, I hope to get to Ace Attorney part sooner than later. Groon is a filthy liar. Wow, attacking Groon unprovoked. I see how it is. Now, perhaps a little provoked. Attacking Groon provoked. I see how it is. I don't know how to read Roman numerals. Also, hello, welcome to the chat. I only happen to remember right this moment that VIII is 7 because I was trying to look up different Pokemon's learn sets in Pokemon Sun and Moon last night. and in Bulbapedia they have the learn sets under Roman numerals, so I had to learn what 7 was if I were to have any hope at all. And I can do 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. It's one of those things that comes up just rarely enough that I have not taken the time to learn it, even though it probably would be beneficial. Thank you so much for following, MDC, or it's MD Cyberbat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. It's not unprovoked. They literally spread lies about my head. No! An attempt to get the streamer to say a dumb meme. Beautiful watercolor, says MD Cyberbat. Thank you so much. I love watercolor. Oh, I just realized I need to turn the brightness up. It's getting a little bit dark in here. There we go. It should be a little more visible now. VI is 1 less than VII. They are trying to make you say a certain awful number. Perhaps ignorance of Roman culture just saved you from a brutal 6-7. My ignorance is always saving me from things. Thanks for following, Uruguay Ren. I was reading a book recently with characters named... I don't know how to pronounce that. ILA and ILB until I realized... Oh, it was 2A and 2B. I know Roman numerals somewhat, but I've hard time remembering what one, 1051, 6, and 500 are. Why is 6 so difficult? Okay, let's see. I think up soon I need to do the wings. Blade, I'm just trying my best to focus right now. I can feel the bait, right? You guys are like tossing little worms into the water, like, don't you want to look at this? And I'm like, no, I don't. Clenching my jaw, trying to focus. I don't know what the bait is, but I can sense it, and I must ignore it if I want to get this picture done, which I do. Oh, I love this song. This one is Toby Fox, 100%. I'm Boulder's gonna be actually livid. Oops. I mean, Baron of Beef Dip will actually livid. You're fine, Vap. I'm livid. Is Roman numerals? Oh, okay. Great stuff, guys. It's really good. Alright, I want to do the orange of his tail flames. He has a super, super bright orange for the tail flame. So I'm going to mix a little bit of red in to give it the punchiness that it needs. Nice. And then I'm going to use my small brush. What game are you playing, Flare? So I'm using the tiny brush to get in around the yellow so that I have a nice clean silhouette. Sit. Go take a nape. Send Farsi missiles. Your PC broke. Oh no! The nape of the neck. PC decided to stop working, and I'm feeling pretty upset. I decided to flex my computer technician muscles and fix it. Uh-oh. Did that actually work? Real talk, this is looking fancy. Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you. I do want him to look fancy. That is sort of ideal. I feel like the colors that they did for Shiny Charizard are just extremely regal. There's something about the colors that are just like, whoa, they went really crazy on this one. So then for the red, I add in a little bit of purple to make it a more like regal red and not a cherry red. I want it to look like kind of red velvet more than anything else. Like very fancy furniture. If you know what I mean. Red velvet cake Charizard. Does sound delicious. Do you guys have the company Nothing Bunt Cakes where you are? It's just like a little bunt cake company, and they're so good. There's like several in San Diego, and if I like drive by one, it's like, oh man, now I'm gonna be thinking about that for the next 2 days of my life. They're like pretty expensive too, and I can just make bunt cakes at home, and yet, you know, it's just not the same. Oops, YouTube decided it didn't want to keep playing. Come on, YouTube. I want you to keep playing. You guys know this song because of that one stream where I played it the whole time. Oh, you fixed the computer. Okay, glad to hear it, Flair. Daisy's doing a pose of all time photo in the Discord. This is looking YOLO and swag. The Scarlet! Stop tooting her own horn with her color choices. You know, Flair, if I don't have my good color choices, what do I have? Unrelated, I have a cough I can't shake off. Oh, I'm sorry. So I went to the doctor today and I met someone who legit might struggle with reading comprehension. You know, it's more common than you might think. Red Velvet Cake Charizard. Makes sense, because I want to eat Charizard. Dracula Cape Red. Yes, exactly. Sitting there at the Minute Clinic at my workplace, a jock comes in and sees that one of the doors is closed. There's a closed sign on it. Uh-oh. And he asked, are they, like, closed? I think you might have met Zyler IRL. Micro Rant, I ordered a new VR headset that was meant to be delivered today. It's expensive, needs a signature. I made special delivery instructions to ensure I was home for the delivery. FedEx instead just parked outside my apartment's mailroom thinking I must sleep in there or something. Never came to the apartment to attempt a genuine delivery. FedEx is the worst. They're actually at the bottom of my list of delivery services. I reckon you probably didn't have a choice, but try to avoid them if you can. He's so fat like a Thanksgiving turkey. I have that company around here. Glad to hear they're good. They're very good. Every time I see them I think, huh, what a strange name choice. It's supposed to be like a pun off of Nothing But Cakes, but it's like the lamest pun. I don't know what they were thinking. Yes, you bozo, I'm sitting here because I want to, not like I'm sick or anything. I was polite, but internally I was like, use your head, my dude. It's a pun, but I'm still like, this cake is nothing. Oh! God, they should call it Nothing Cakes. Nothing Cakes is a great company name. You know, they're good. They're like little bunt cakes with cream cheese frosting, and they come in many flavors, and they're just wonderfully moist. When it sounds like that's not the case. I have a song to play, something that isn't a meme. You have us, I met Zyler. Here, it's actually a good song beyond the meme. What's the song? Okay, so we have the claws, and then the wing comes down to like here, and then it comes like this. Okay, so this is all gonna be red up here. Oh yeah, the link is disabled. Links are disabled now, so there actually isn't one in the chat. I was getting overwhelmed by the number of links being shared, so I had to basically turn it off for a while. That's interesting. The message probably just got escorted out of the building. Thanks for following, Brewski626. I'm glad that people are not actually getting like a what's I don't know, like a timeout or something for posting links. It's not supposed to be that severe. They just don't get through to me. It's more like I have blinders on. I have no link blinders on. I avert my gaze. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Hang on, I think I'm just gonna move everything over a little bit. You guys probably haven't seen me do this that often, but occasionally I just have to like move everything off of the desk and like rotate the picture around a bunch to get the angle I want. I'm not going to be doing all of that right now, but a little bit. Just get all this stuff out of here. There we go. Sometimes I just need a little more room. This is a very playful song. I like it. There's so many little nooks and crannies with this particular coat of red. It's kind of making me crazy. Okay, going in with the tiny brush. In 5, 4, 3, 2, tiny brush time! So he has fangs like this that come down from the top jaw. Thank goodness for this tiny brush. I just do not know what I would do without it. It's hard to even think that there were days before I had this brush in my life. Who was I then? Just a lost, faceless, anonymous fool. My life truly began when I met her, the tiniest brush. Whoa, Whimsicot's giggling tonight. I can hear him laughing in the other room. I wonder what's so funny. I should go like really aggressively knock on his door. Be like, what's so funny? Share! Share or I'll kill you. Okay. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. That's better. Let's see. Now we struggle on a little farther. All of of this under here is also red. Is this like versus Nimona, maybe? I know it's from Scarlet and Violet because it has the weirdly discordant saxophone. I don't know how they made sax sound so strange in Scarlet and Violet, but they really did. There's something about it that just doesn't quite hit my ear right. But it's a great theme otherwise. I think this is the final versus Nimona battle, I think. It might just be me, but yeah, there's something about the way they use saxophone in this soundtrack that just weirded me out. Okay, I catch up on the chat now. Oh my god, there's so many messages. Ah, I didn't know I was that far behind. Didn't get a choice. I paid an extra premium, scheduled delivery so I'd be home, and they just didn't bother asking management who were there where my apartment was. Classic FedEx. It shows stars where the link would be. The song is UNO and was her. You guys know how you can make custom foods if you have Tomodachi Life? Yeah, that's true. Anyway, that makes perfect sense. Also, Vap, I have a pitch. 50k chart reward. Post one link. Not a bad idea. The thing is, people have so many choints in this chat that, like, people would be able to post, like, 1 million just, like, immediately. Someone made 2 unified hamburger buns and called it fucking nothing! Wow, nothing burger real. If you want memes, then look up All Stars, Nico Nico Duga, Insanity. Can't believe it's almost Pokemon's 30th anniversary. I'm older than Pokemon by a little. It's been the 30th anniversary, but I'm not expecting much. I got super hyped and interested in Pokemon when it was turning 20. Nothing burger in gamer chat on Discord is what that means. I've been obsessed with Pokemon for 10 years now. Tiny Brush, raise the roof for Tiny Brush. Pokemon has been integral to my life since forever ago. This is a cool remix. It feels like I've been absent from the Vap chat for a while. Have you been, Flare? Could have just stuck the end of the long brush into the air vents and I would have chewed it down. A lot of VR chat meetups have been happening at the same time the Vap chat gathers to summon our eldritch god, truly the Vaporeon. Vap is locked in. Theoretically, I'm trying to be locked in because I'm so easy to distract. It's always been a problem for me. I'm sure I've talked before about how much trouble I used to get in school. If I had friends or even acquaintances sitting near me, it was like, well, I'm just gonna talk to them then. I've always had fun wherever I am. I can say that. I've always had fun and I've never had much trouble making friends. But, my productivity and grades have certainly suffered. Yeah, back when I had my my crummy office job, it was an open office, so we were all just sitting around tables, no cubicles or anything, which, you know, there are advantages to that. However, for someone who is extremely socially oriented like me, well, that also is bad for my productivity. There are definitely some like departments at certain jobs where open office is actually like a really big advantage. Like if you're in like a very collaborative department where you spend like all day talking with your coworkers, that's ideal. But I was in graphic design. I don't think I needed to be spending all day talking to people. I was supposed to be in Photoshop. Okay. The Academy Tournament theme. Oh, okay. No, this is Patrick. Too low energy for Nimona. You're too locked in. Sounds more like Mario Kart World. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We got panel joint inflation before GTA 6. Flair, no, you can't say that. Needs to be at least 200,000 joints. I feel that, Vap. I'm the opposite. Very socially disoriented and confused. You're lost in the sauce. Okay, his mouth is also red. They often make it a little bit more of an orangey red, though, so I'm gonna try that. Cynthia. The Queen. Alright, so his tongue is like this. And then he has teeth in the bottom jaw. Like so. Nice. And then the eyes are super bright red. I'm just going to use pure crimson for this. I'm not going to mix any purple in because I want his eyes to stand out. Yeah. You can be a little not lost in the sauce as a treat, bearing a beef dip. Tangent, but talking about socializing reminded me. I went to a doll convention last weekend. It was so easy to socialize with people there because everyone's carrying little guys around. Oh yeah, perfect. That's an easy conversation starter. A lot of like heavily themed conventions are like that. Furcons are often like that because people are usually in costume or at least have like a fun shirt on or something. There's always something you can say to get the conversation going. BOBD is way better than meat cookie. It exudes nobility. Strikes me this also works for kindergartners. But you get the idea. More adults should carry around a toy dinosaur or something. This would solve most of society's problems. Yeah, it would like always give you something to start with, you know? If you're just like, oh, I need to break the ice, what can I say? We're so smart. Dropping the beef dip name, I don't feel like teasing Boulder that much anymore. Boulder, you're off the hook. You're wild and free. What am I gonna do next here? So I've got the base colors down. I should probably get the flames sorted next. Off the hook for now. The flame should also be l'orange, of course. I'm using my big brush to give them a very like fluffy, lively feeling. Ugh, love the keyboard in this song. Is this one Nimona? Maybe. Sort those flames by the Dewey Decimal System. That's the way for sure. Vap needs sip. I do. Okay, I'll sip when I'm done with this layer. I've finished my smoothie. I guess this could be Penny too. I don't remember. Hi, Robo Goosey. How are you? Good to see you. A long time no talk, all the way since yesterday. I saw that your animation was getting a lot of nice comments on Instagram. Congratulations. I'm not paying super attention to the chat right now because I'm trying to get these flames layered on, but I will catch up in just a minute. Bear with me, please. I feel like this is Nimona. Yeah, I think that's who this is. I'm letting the orange and the yellow kind of mix more the farther down I go, because the flames are like spreading out. Did I tell you guys I got ding dong ditched the other day? I just heard the neighborhood kids riding by on a bike and that's what made me think of it. I'm so proud of them. I didn't even know kids did that anymore. I was like, wow, you got me. I fully sat up, I went to the door, and no one was there, and then I just heard the sound of like a bike in the darkness and a kid going like, hee hee hee. It's like, wow, they did it. I got fully pranked. Yeah, that looks sick. Okay, now I catch up on the chat here. I love painting fire. Where was I? Oh yes, hydrate. Thank you, Aurora, and I will. Also, how are you? Good to see you. This is 6, is Goosey. No focus on your art. Thanks so much for mentioning that. I've been delighted by the attention it was getting. That's delightful. The kids are alright. Yeah, right? Be glad I was just ding dong ditching out the bus roll. If the neighborhood children started bus rolling me, I think I would have to go into like the witness protection program and move away. That would be so alarming. Oh, and the Ho theme is playing. Everything's working out for me. But yes, the attention on your animation, so deserved. I'm really glad people are watching it through and giving it the care that it absolutely earned. It's so cool. Okay, there we go. Looking good. You know what? I'm gonna fix... There's a little bit around his leg here that I want to, like, touch his leg more. There we go. So there's not that, like, white gap. Sick. It's become a lost art, the doorbell ditching, I mean. I was just so proud of them. Kind words on that note, you're a remarkable Manaphy piece. Goosey and I love to just compliment each other back and forth forever. That's looking baller, says Toby. Yeah, I'm stoked about it. I should have taken a picture of the pencil lines before I started jumping into this, but you know what? That's okay. I'll just have to remember how things were. I can always refer to the stream itself once I finish this. Sometimes I do that. I'll go back and watch my own painting process to remember what I was trying to do at an earlier stage in the painting. It's very silly. Yeah, looking forward to hearing how your client reacts to seeing the Manaphy piece in person. Oh, yeah. I have it packed up. I haven't actually mailed it yet, but it's waiting to go in the office. I think they're really gonna like it. Oh yeah, I can show you guys while this layer is drying. I can show you how the glow leopard came out too. Ooh, that Rainforest piece that I was working on. I don't know, of last month, last week, last year. At some point I was working on this. I finally finished him. Beautiful kitty. Of course the green of the field is not picking up at all. It looks gray, but I swear it's green. I'm very stoked about this. He's leaping into combat. Yeah. I'm really happy that I got all these like super bright colors down for him. It was definitely a fight against my limited palette. Literally going boggles IRL. I gotta start responding to text messages with that. Literally going poggers IRL right now. That's so funny. Okay, so I'm lightening up the center of the flames here to give it like a white hot kind of look. And then it's gonna stay super bright around the outside. I'm gonna add a little more orange in just to make sure that I didn't take out too much. Nah, it's fine. Not too long ago, there was a video of a kid getting caught during a ding-dong ditch. Turns out he went out with his dad because his dad believed ding-dong ditch was an important part of his childhood. Oh, fabulous. Excellent. Good parenting. This is the best thing I've heard today. Whoa, leopard, that owns bones. Kitty, hello? Did the stream stop? Stream is going. I might have just stopped for Boulder then. I'm sculpting this hyper-detailed dragon bust, but I lost motivation for doing art. I feel like realism can make that happen sometimes, because it's just so there's so many details, and you can tell when it doesn't look the way you want it to look, and yeah, that's understandable. I would definitely recommend taking a break for a while if that's if it's making you feel that dejected. Let's do the shading on his tummy. Now that Charizard is barfing up some Mountain Dew, flaming hot. But he looks so happy about it too. He's a complicated figure. Just when you think you know a guy. Okay, I'm just doing a really light layer of this like orangey cream color for his stomach and his tail markings. And I'm leaving a circular lighter spot on here so that it makes him look nice and round. Yeah, hell yeah. Better get going, says Riley. Gotta finish all my work, so I'll see you around. Alright, have a wonderful evening, Riley. I don't know how to explain, says Auroran. I don't consider it hyper-realistic because it's lacking a lot of realism, but hyper-details, yeah. Yeah, totally. I know what you mean. Okay, let's work on his face. He's looking weirdly flat right now. There we go. His nose is like this. And the mouth. Alright, face details. Well, this is not an intense battle theme. This is an intense battle theme playlist. This is the most pleasantly dorky song on earth. This is no help at all. That's so funny. Maybe this will transition into a super epic battle theme. Probably not. There we go. Now his face has a little more depth to it. Yeah, it's cool. Let that dry a little. Let me catch up here. It's on your side posting the video of the Ding Dong Ditch with Dad did. It's on your side posting the video of the Ding Dong Ditch with Dad did. I don't know what you mean. Mind if I share what I have though? It's not much, of course. I have links totally disabled right now because I just like have to lock in on working on my work. So, but you can share it in the Discord server and I can check it out later. That's probably the best way to do it. I find underestimating the time commitment to be the biggest killer. Oh, I skipped it. Lucy said, question for you, Ron. How much of the demotivation from working too much on a large project do you think is from underestimating the time of a task versus other kinds of demotivation? It's not the large projects, the lack of techniques that I need. Ah, okay. The Diamond, Pearl, Platinum Battle Frontier theme. I used this theme in making my How to EV Train a Pokemon video in Windows Movie Maker 16 years ago. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Just a chill 16 years ago, no big deal. What do I want to do here? I'm gonna work on his wing a little bit. Meant to post It's On Your Side of a different chat, but I ended up posting a clip of an Oh, okay. I'm glad that there was an explanation. I was like, man, am I missing something? I do not know what this message means. Sometimes I worry that my brain is cooking. More than usual, I guess. Typing incomprehensible messages is part of my gimmick. Silence chat, let her cook. Gaslighting the streamer. Slightly eepy, but I have a strong urge to not sleep. Well, it's getting pretty late for you there, isn't it? Like 11 or something? I've been going to bed very reasonably early lately, and I'm very proud of myself for that. It is not my instinct to go to bed early. I only want to go to bed at the most unreasonable and stupid hours. But lately I just have so much work to do that I'm like, I really can't just keep going to bed whenever I feel like it. I need to go to bed at a reasonable hour. And it's helping. It is helping. Back of the neck needs shadow for sure. There we go. Yeah, he's starting to get some depth. Let's see. I almost convinced another streamer to watch live-action remake of Emperor's New Groove. What? They made that? A fellow East Coaster, huh? Same time zone? I'm also so sleepy. Living with my parents has me going to bed before midnight regularly, like some kind of responsible lad. Just mentally woozy for my final project. Forgot if I mentioned, but it's a Vampire Survivors clone that I'm trying, and it's alright so far. Hey, we'll take it. Alright so far is good. For a game, games are very hard to make. That sounds like a sick project, oh my word, says Goosey. I did manage to get my sleep schedule under control again, thankfully. I was sleeping for a very absurdly long time. Now I got it back to 7 to 10 hours most days, but I allow myself 1 day a week to sleep in as long as I like after my work week is done as a treat. Oh, that sounds great. Because you and I have talked a little bit about sleep before, right? And we're both people who, what's the word? Are hypersomnic. I would love to have a day a week where I can just do as long as I want. How long have you been working on it? A week or so. Only a week or so, Blade? Oh my gosh, I could have sworn you'd been working on that for longer. Am I losing it? Maybe. I'll never tell. Yeah, my new rule is that I really need to be in bed at 10. I can be awake, you know, I can be in there doing nothing. But I can't be like in the living room having fun at 10. I have to like at least be in the bedroom. Give myself a chance, you know what I mean? You're on the easy coast? That's awesome. Katie, you can't lose it if you never had it to begin with. Well, I feel like sometimes I gain it in like bursts, do you know what I mean? And then it like slips out of my grasp. You should totally watch the remake of The Emperor's New Groove. I think you get a laugh out of it. So it's a live action remake of The Emperor's New Groove. Hold on. I gotta look this up. Live action Emperor's New Groove. Are you just lying to me right now? Flair, I swear to God. It's not real. Flair just made that up for no reason at all. Oh, when I get my hands on you, mister, it is absolutely Jover. The only thing involving grasp with you is grasping at straws. Wow. Well, you know, after someone just lied right to my face, someone who's been subscribed to the channel for 69 months, by the way, lies right to my face for no reason. Can you blame me for grasping at straws? Like, if there's anyone in the chat whose word I should trust, it should be Flair, one of the longest subscribers. Right? Like, scientifically, that's what should be going on. But it's not. It's puzzling stuff, folks. I can't make head nor tails of it. Alright, there's his little paw. You lied to me. You should totally trust me, yes. I don't know why I do. It's just like, you've been here so long. I'm like, well, it wouldn't make sense for him to just randomly lie to me about there being an Emperor's New Groove live action movie. And you know what? It doesn't make sense. I'm in the right. Perhaps it is the children who are wrong. God. That really is like the last movie in the world that they should make a live action version of. That is not a good idea. There's his other hand. In my defense, I've lied here many times before. Well, yeah, but I can't just assume you're always lying. Well, I guess I could. I'm dishonest, and a dishonest man you can always trust to be dishonest. It's the honest ones you want to watch out for, because you never predict when they're going to do something incredibly stupid. You should have seen my face when I heard Emperor's New Groove live action movie. Yeah, me too. I did not make a happy face. Emma, you can't trust anyone in this bitch of a world. I was like, what are they doing to my son? Literally my favorite Disney movie. It's such a good movie. I'm with you on that. It's so good. So good. I can only let myself watch it, like, occasionally, because I don't want the goodness. I don't want the shine to wear down, you know what I mean? I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. Go. His mouth is looking a little more defined. Betrayal never comes from the enemy. I mean, it does sometimes. It's so good. There's a great documentary about the development hell it went through before they landed on their final concept. That's right, it was called Empire of the Sun before it switched to Emperor's New Groove. How crazy. It was gonna be like a really serious movie initially, wasn't it? Jack Sparrow quoted just made aside. I don't think I lied to you too much here. Mostly blatantly silly comments. I don't tend to lie, just outright stupid. Oh yeah, you just say stuff that is like nonsense, but that's different from lying. Is this Mirror B? I think it might be. I just heard Whimsicott in the other room go, oh! He heard the Mirror B. Giving him a more defined brow here. There we go. Yeah, he's starting to look cool. Starting to look ferocious. I say nonsense, yes. Balderdash even. I'd never lie to you on purpose. Well, it's not lying if you don't know that you're wrong. If I must say something, is that I will lie for a joke or for the bit, but I'll never lie to harm maliciously. Well, yeah, no, of course not. I'm a wretched bearer of falsehoods. I brought deceit into your stream. The documentary was called The Sweatbox, and the movie was called Kingdom of the Sun. Yes, okay, that sounds right. Oh, would I? Says Stumbles. Okay, that emoji you're using is wonderful. That's not Mirror B, that's from Battle Revolution. Is it? You're right. Oh my gosh. You're totally right. Wow. I'm a fake fan. I'm sorry. I've let you all down. I'll turn in my trainer's license. That's so sad. Well, after I finish this Charizard painting, I'll turn in my trainer's license. I should really finish this first. Otherwise, Charizard won't have any fan art. I do try to give a lot of fan art to less popular and obscure Pokemon. I'll tell ya, it doesn't always work out for me though. I've made buttons and stickers and stuff of certain Pokemon that I don't think anyone has ever bought. It is fun though, if someone actually does buy one of those things, I always like tell the customer like, you are the first person who has ever bought that, and they're always like, whoa! So, it has some upsides. But yeah, it's pretty funny. I made a shiny Miltank button that I don't think anyone bought it for several conventions after I made it. It's so funny. I didn't think it was gonna sell fast, but I thought it would sell some. It was that one and Shiny Lapras that I didn't sell for quite some time. Doing a little work on his little clawsy wazzies now. And last but not least, these claws. Mousehold fan art. I don't find much humor in lying to people. I don't want to give the wrong impression. You know what you should make fan art of? I've already read that. Doing the Lord's work. Binnacle fan art. When was the last time you played Exterior Coliseum? I have never owned those games. I bought it, I think. Blade Vap MVP. I would totally buy a shiny Lapras. Charizard's original shiny looks way cooler than its current shiny. I agree. It's gotten weird over the years. Charizard, Gen 7's Wild Encounter, let's go. Charlie Lizard, Charlie Wizard. That's right. Everyone's favorite Pokemon, Charlie the Lizard. Oh, I love the cowbell in this song. Ding 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 ding. The other thing about Charizard that I don't know if they do anymore is that he used to have a lot of, like, wrinkles. He used to be wrinkly like a Land Before Time character. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that? The Land Before Time characters just have, like, a lot of wrinkles. Ash's Charizard used to be one wrinkly guy. Just all kinds of bulges and wrinkles. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is give him a little bit of wrinklage. Where his leg kind of folds over. Definitely a little bit on this leg as well. And I want to do just like a tiny bit on the base of his neck. Yeah. That's my boy. Motherfucking tree star! Charlie the Lizard. There's no other lizards. There's an H.P. Lovecraft character named Charles Le Sorcier, which means Chuck Wizard. Chuck Wizard. That's what happens in D&D when the barbarian throws the caster at the enemies. Who would play Charizard in the live-action Pokemon movie? I feel like Adam Sandler or David Spade. That would have been true like 10 years ago, but today it would be Chris Pratt. This is in fact Toby Fox. You are correct, Flair. We were talking about it a little bit before you came in here. By we, I do mean me. But you know what? It's my stream. I can talk about things alone if I want to. Yeah, he's so shaped. Chris Pratt or Pedro Pascal. And Chuck Wizard's role in the story he's in is that he said he cursed some guy's bloodline, but his only actual power was that he gave himself eternal life, so the curse is him just taking the guy's descendants out. Chuck Testa. Didn't Chuck Testa die last year? It's really funny of him. Go Chuck Wizard. Am I straight up making that up? Oh wait, no, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of Chuck Norris. That's so embarrassing. Chuck Testa is fine. What am I thinking of? They're all just named Chuck! What were you talking to yourself about before stream, Beptonio? Who knows? It's a great question. Do you guys talk to yourself like out loud if you're like at home alone or whatever, or is it just like in your mind? I do, says Blade. I do wonder, like, under duress is how I would describe it. Like, last week I dropped the cap to my toothpaste and it fell into the sink like while I was cleaning it, so it just got really gross, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna throw away this cap. I'm not gonna wash it and put it back on my toothpaste because that's gross and I just don't want that in there. Threw it out, no problem. And then I spent this last week with no toothpaste cap, and I learned that the toothpaste forms sort of a gummy skin when you do that. I don't recommend it, it's really gross. So I finally switched to a new tube of toothpaste, and I was like, you know what, I'm moving on. New tube, new me. This one's clean and fresh with no problems. Chat, I dropped the cap to that new toothpaste into the sink full of soap immediately. Like, step one. I sure talked to myself after that. I was not happy. This one I did take out and scrub off and put back on the toothpaste just because of the principle of the thing. But man, I was really mad. My condolences, says Goosey. Something about voicing your thoughts out loud that helps solidify them. Yeah, I know some people call that, like, external processing, I think. It's a bad habit, says Blade. Is it a bad habit? I talk to myself in the third person like Venom. Seems fine to me. I could pace around my room for hours talking to myself when I get too stressed. We need to get lunch before we get too hungry. New tube, who does? Pacing counts as exercise, I think. If people are around, I mutter under my breath like an insane person. Oh, good. Perfect. That's the energy you definitely want to bring, Stumbles. Holy crap. That's so funny. I've been living with Clay for long enough now that I've started to notice some of my stranger habits and curtail them a little bit. If they're annoying habits. The non-annoying ones I keep doing, but... Oh man, did I tell you guys about Glurp It? So embarrassed about this. Like... I don't know why or where this came from or what I was thinking, but Clay and I will often just sit on the couch in the evenings and he'll be playing a game or whatever, and, you know, we're just hanging out, and somehow, I don't know when this started, but like a while ago, every time he would have water, like out of his cup, I would go, yeah, glurp it. And like it was a joke at first. I actually thought it was funny at first, and I remember like saying it to be funny. But then eventually it just became like this knee-jerk thing that I wasn't trying to do. And I wasn't even really noticing I was doing it. Which is like, what's wrong with me? A couple weeks ago, finally I did it, and Clay was like, hey, like, could you stop doing that, please? I was like, oh, yeah, for sure, man. I don't know why I was saying, yeah, glurp it every time you had a sip of water. That's so annoying. It's really funny in retrospect. Oh man, I don't know, a completely unexamined behavior, truly. I don't recommend saying yeah, glurp it to your loved ones when they're just trying to enjoy a refreshing sip of H2O. It makes it weird. Oh, it's so funny. I think it may originally have been sort of from a podcast I listened to. Maybe, but they don't even say glurp it in the podcast. They say something else, so I don't know. I don't really have a good excuse here. Glip glurp. I should just switch to saying glip glurp. I bet he would like that. No doubt. Who wouldn't love that? You ever notice I'm saying nice every time you nice yourself? You know, I think I noticed when you first started doing it. I have a request though. Instead of doing that, could you just tell me I'm the man instead? Say I'm the man. I've been trying to get Clay to say I'm the man for ages, and he won't. But I need you to say I'm the man. It can be like a Simon Says thing, right? Where like every time I say nice to myself, you can say, you're the man. Is it club shit? You should grab their shoulders and look at them when you mumble. Are you trying to make Stumbles into a person on the subway? If you haven't noticed it, I already read that. Glurp it, a paramedic when the person they rescue from a house fire gets a cup of water. Sure thing, man. Yeah, glurp it. Sam the man. I had something very similar to that. I used to take a sip of my drink and turn my head and make a clicking sound as a bit, but I couldn't stop doing it. You gave yourself a tick. Every time Katie says nice to herself, say, you're the man, and take a drink. Oh, man. Okay, let's give this guy some more pronounced nostrils. He has sort of a dragon nose. Nice. You're the man now, dog. I want to be the man. The wrinkles are really tying this together nicely. Why, thank you. The volumes, etc. You're the man. I am the man. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Thank you. But yeah, the wrinkles are definitely an important part of the Charizard. If you're ever drawing a Charizard and you think, man, this just doesn't look like Charizard, this looks like some fool from Dragon Tales, consider, does he have enough wrinkles? Did you make him fat enough? If the answer to these questions is no, you know what to do. Oh, is this, what was that guy's name? The boss from the Isle of Armor DLC, maybe? Mustard? God, I love naming things really stupidly, but then I get annoyed when media does it. Shouldn't have named him Mustard, that's so disrespectful. It's only cool when I name things stupid. Yeah, it was like him and like his wife, who also had like a weird condiment name, I think. Weird choice. Let's see. I passed by an insane or drunk guy at the police station earlier. Was he on duty? Says Goosey. Haha, yeah, get their ass, Goosey. We're gonna get rid of Glurpet and replace the new toxic trait of nice with you're the man. Sitting on the bench quietly, and then he would just bust up laughing, mumbling and pointing at cars. Well, at least that seems relatively harmless. What about Yelly Vicodin? What am I gonna do if I can't glurp my Yelly Vicodin? You know what marketing name I'm cranky about lately? Swicy. What is Swicy? What is this? What is this Wheel of Fortune? Do you have to buy a vowel? My name is Mustard. This is my wife. Worcestershire, sure. Oh my god, I'm losing it. The character's name was Mustard, though, wasn't it? I didn't make that up. Oh, now I'm worried. I just really did not enjoy that DLC, so I think I just kind of like purged it from my brain. I'm sorry, I just don't really like Cubchoo? No, Cubchoo is the other one. Urshifu's baby is named... Cubfu. I was so close. One of them sneezes, one of them punches. They have significantly nerfed Unseen Fist, though. They nerfed it, and then they gave it to Mega Golurk, which is maybe the funniest thing they've ever done. For anyone who doesn't know, Unseen Fist is the signature ability of the Urshifu family. It allows them to hit through Protect, which is rough. I believe it used to do 50% damage through Protect, and it's been reduced to 20 or 30%. So much more reasonable. Because I don't really have an issue with a move that can do some damage through Protect. It was just the idea that it was on this crazy strong Pokemon, and it was so much damage. It just kind of messed up the whole competitive scene for a while, so... Cubfu. Advertisers keep falling. I've never heard Swicey before. That's terrible. Okay, Pokemon Mustard. Just gotta make sure this guy's real. Yeah, he is. Okay. He is the trainer class dojo master. Doesn't he have like a wife though, or am I making this up? Is that just like a woman who lives there? I just assumed that was his wife. Whatever, I'm closing this tab. I need to focus. Goosey, you're getting a good look at my average level of focus during this stream. I do really like this battle theme. Alright, so I did super, super dark red behind his mouth so that it'll help emphasize the shape of his mouth with like contrast, and then also the flames spitting out will show a little better. So it's like a crazy dark red. Chad, I'm tired. I need the eeps. Eep then, and a shower. Sleeping in the shower. Vap, the fact that you're staying on task while still addressing every comment needs to be studied. Well, thank you. That's very kind. I try hard. I try hard. I really do. The chat is like just slow enough that I generally can address almost everything. I at least try to. Anytime there's 20 people in here right now. Anytime there's like 30, that's where I really start to struggle. When there's 30, it's like, okay, I don't actually know if it's humanly possible to keep up. But one must try. Okay, have I earned giving him his pupil yet? That is the question. Maybe. Let's try it. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. to give him a super thin pupil to make him look more draconic and less cute. Katie used to be less of a wimp, though, back when we used to torment her with the Jazoo. I thought you were going to do an ad for Anchor Arms, like from SpongeBob. Muster's wife's name is Honey. Yes, thank you. Okay. I was losing it, sitting here like, what's her name? Other stuff like Vapo Scream, Sad Whale Fox, and Uncle John's Bathroom Raider. I'm kind of slow. My teacher gave me my test face down. Must have been hard to see. How'd you answer your test questions if you couldn't see? Give the test back to him face down, I think is the implication. Okay, it is 8:38, so it is time for me to wrap up for the evening. Let's see. Let's send a raid over to Mr. Mittens Meow, who is working on a t-shirt design. Mr. Mittens Meow is that nice VTuber who I got that giant cat cardboard cutout from. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. I will be streaming again on Friday. Raid message is truly a raid. I will see you on Friday, or I will see you on next Wednesday. Have a fabulous week. Winter wrap up, winter wrap up. Smooth your sharks, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Fare thee well. Smell you later. Stay soggy.